Officer in trouble after JSO released this video. Now new video of a different police officer allegedly stripping down that same woman. Next at 6 on Fox 30 Action News Jax. I'm with his family.
Right now at 6, stripped down in jail after being beaten not once but twice.
She is the victim in that case.
What the JSO officer who threw punches told investigators before he was fired.
We went to detain her and she began to fight.
Recovering from a shark attack in Neptune Beach, the unusual way doctors managed to save a little boy's leg.
Wawa is getting ready to break ground,
where it plans to open stores in Jacksonville and Orange Park.
Now, CBS 47 Fox 30 Action News Jax at 6 begins with breaking news.
I felt like either way it would have looked bad because I'm a guy and she's a girl.
New at 6, we're seeing a former JSO officer explain why he beat up a woman in handcuffs. We first showed you this video from the jail intake in April. It shows the former officer repeatedly punching a woman while his fellow officers stood by and watched. That former officer was arrested, but prosecutors say he will not face felony charges.
Action News Jax Larry Spruill is following this breaking story. Larry, you watched the entire police interview, including the part where that former officer got emotional.
John, it was a long 40 minutes worth of emotional interview where that officer told JSO that he was provoked. He also said that if things would do differently, he would do things differently the next time around. That's when he started crying.
It could have been different. I felt like either way it would have looked bad because I'm a guy and she's a girl.
Full of emotion and tears in his eyes. For the very first time, we're hearing from former JSO officer Akinyeme Borisade. This is video of that interview with police after his arrest for battery. Borisade explained his first interaction with Mayra Martinez after she was fired from her job at Scores.
They kicked her off for what reason?
They said that the day was her first day, and then she decided she wanted to quit. And then there was like, okay, you can leave. She never left.
Borisade says they arrested her after she ignored multiple demands to leave. When they got to the JSO intake area, she continued yelling. That's when you see him punching her at least 3 times.
Like if I would have took her down to the ground, she wouldn't have landed on her hand. She wouldn't have been able to catch herself. She would have landed on her face. And that would have looked really bad on camera, just like what I did looks bad on camera. If I would have walked away, she would have thought that it was okay to attack another officer, and then it's my fault.
The state attorney's office will not be pressing federal charges against the former JSO officer. Reporting live in downtown JSO, I'm Larry Spruill, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Tonight, the state attorney's office is defending its relationship with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Our team coverage continues with Action News Jax Michael Yoshida. Michael, prosecutors say their working relationship with the sheriff had no impact on their decision not to pursue a felony charge.
John, Assistant State Attorney Rich Manti spoke this afternoon, and he said there just wasn't enough evidence to pursue felony charges against the former JSO officer. Manti spoke this afternoon after the lawyer for the woman beaten by the former officer held his own news conference, during which he released new video of the incidents in question. The woman, Mayra Martinez, was arrested in April on suspicion of trespassing and violently resisting that officer. Along with saying the officer should face more severe charges, the woman's attorney has also questioned the relationship between the sheriff's office and the state attorney's office, saying that it has played a role in how the case has been handled, something that this afternoon Manti disputed.
Police and prosecutors work together. We have to work together in certain cases. I mean, as far as prosecuting them, look, when they step across the line, they understand that they're going to face the consequences just like you or I would.
And Manti also spoke about calls for a special prosecutor to handle this case. He says he has no concerns about that and that he'll leave that up to the governor. Now, coming up at 6:30 on Action News Jax on Fox 30, Manti's response to claims that his office libeled the woman in this case. That all new at 6:30. Reporting live downtown, Michael Yoshida, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Undersheriff Pat Ivey released a statement in response to that release of that jailhouse video. He says video was exempt from public records laws and police could not release it. He goes on to say that the JSO investigation has also looked at the remainder of the booking process and no criminal wrongdoing by any employee has been found to have occurred. Currently, the administrative investigation is underway, which focuses on any policy violations. When that portion is completed, the full findings of our internal investigation will be released.
The 13-year-old